Good morning. Welcome to the CPAC info session. My name is Wei Wang. I am currently associate professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. I'm also the associate director of the CPAC program. All right. So you might be wondering what is computer engineering and why it is so important. So first of all, I want to give a very brief introduction about the CPAC program. This program is a joint program offered by two departments. We have the CIC departments and also the ECE department. Right? So you see that both department offers relevant courses, and we are putting the best of both worlds together, and we have this CPAC program. So what is computer engineering? Right? This is actually the most questions I got in this morning's info session. So computer engineering concerns about the design and use of computers and computing devices. And it's so important, it's a kind of a fundamental enabling technique that drives the information age. We have seen a proliferation of so many computing devices, from mobile devices like iPhones, Android phones, to unmanned vehicles, and also to supercomputers. Like we have super AI computers to electronic vehicles. So we have so many devices that are now with computing capabilities. So the key question is, how can we leverage the computing hardware to build a nice computing systems on top of them, and so we can make our lives better. So as you can see, that computer engineering is a highly interdisciplinary program. It spans multiple areas, including hardware, like sensors. How can you sense the real human worlds, and how can you acquire the data? And you also need to consider how to build the hardware. Like you need to learn circuits and chips, and then you need to facilitate the communication. When you gather data, you need to communicate, you need to transfer the data to the backend computing system. So you need communication techniques, you need networking techniques, and you also need software techniques like databases, software engineering, and also you need to run some algorithms, some machine learning algorithms, deep learning algorithms to extract the value of the data. And finally, you need to build software apps, like mobile apps, like machine learning apps, so that people can use it to get what they want. So in total, you are building a computing systems that span multiple areas, right? So this actually requires comprehensive, integrative solutions, and that is exactly what computer engineering focuses on. So our goal in this program is to train our students to become a comprehensive and integrative hardware software solution innovators in this multidisciplinary engineering, scientific, and business endeavors. And we want to prepare our students with the ability to plan, design, implement, test, reflect, and communicate. And students should be able to have the ability to work across multidisciplinary teams. So to put it simple, this is like a joint program offered by the two departments. And we also have a variety of courses spanning multiple areas like AI, programming languages, data analytics, networking, wireless communication, microprocessor architecture, and also circuits design, like VLSI, very large scale integrative circuits. So it includes both the software part and hardware part. Typically, the software part will be taught by the computer science department, and hardware-related courses will be offered by the ECE department. So with that, you can get the best of both worlds, right? Now, as this is a multidisciplinary area, so it spans a wide areas of specializations, including semiconductors, communication, signal processing, embedded systems, robotics. So these are the hardcore ECE courses, right? We also have computer science courses like systems and networking, graphics, multimedia, AI, machine learning, and also theory, and also software and database systems. These are typically offered by the computer science department. So after this thorough and comprehensive training, students can get the benefits of finding more kinds of jobs. They can be very competitive in the job market. They can do both the software and hardware development works and be a leader in the industry. All right, so why computer engineering is so important? My claim is that for the coming decades, for people with a passion and right skills, there's no better choice for a rewarding and exciting career than being a computer engineer. Why is that? Because we are currently in the area where the information revolution happens. Right? We have the 5G that is changing all our world. It connects all the computing devices at a very fast speed that enables big data and sensor devices, and it allows the data to be able to transfer from the user end to the back end for further computing at a very fast speed. And we also have this 5G that allows the cloud-based systems. So your locally gathered data can be transferred to the cloud in a very short period of time for further processing. It enables a wide variety of different industries, like electronic vehicles, like video streaming, like mobile devices and mobile apps. And also, we are in the areas of intelligent machines. So we have seen exponential growth and tremendous advancement of AI technologies. So AI has becoming the fundamental building block in many services that we rely on in our daily lives. And to facilitate AI technology, we definitely need a computing systems. We need intelligent machines to do fast AI training and also inference to benefit our life. So today, needless to say, that intelligent machines have dramatically transferred our daily lives from self-driving cars to AI robots to the popular large language models that provides generative AI services like text generation, code generation, speech and image generation, and so on. That also requires computer engineering. All right, so hopefully so far I have convinced you that computer engineering is so important. So now you might be wondering how our universities support our program. So CPAC curriculum spans a wide areas of specializations. So it basically includes all the essential disciplines, essential areas in computer engineering, including systems, hardware, software, and engineering, right? So this is a very broad curriculum structure. And we have strong faculty members from both the CSE department and ECE department. So courses will be taught by these faculty members. We have faculties from the CSE and ECE, and we also have students from the CS background and also ECE backgrounds as a TA. So as a CPAC student, you can have access to all the lab facilities from both departments. You can use the ECE department's lab. You can also use the CSE department's lab. So this can give you the most resourceful program in the university. And when you want to choose your final year program, every engineering students must do either FYP, final year project, or final year thesis. So when you choose your FYP topics or FYT topics, you can do both the CSE and ECE projects. You can contact both faculty members as your advisor. All right, so, okay, so this is Professor Andrew Horner, whose specialization is in computer music, using AI to generate computer music. A very popular professor in our department. Okay, so you might also be caring about your student life. Will I be happy? Later, Maria will give you more sharing, but I'd like to give you a high-level overview. So we actually provide a variety of student activities, including lunch and dinner gatherings. So at the beginning of the semester, we typically will invite our students to have a lunch or dinner gathering. And when you graduate, we will also organize the graduation dinner. Well, you will be mingling with alumni, with faculty members, with junior students, and also your friends. And we also have this FYP, final year project sharing day, where students will showcase their achievements and projects in one day. And we also will invite some mediums to come to the university to have some interview. And we also will have some alumni sharing sessions where we will invite excellent, outstanding alumni to come back to the university and provide their successful stories to our students. We also have career talk, workshops, and also other activities organized by the CSE and EC departments. We will also invite CPAC students to attend. And this is like a CPAC alumni gathering. We will invite alumni to come back to university, share their experiences with our students. So CPAC is a very popular program in the School of Engineering. So this table just to give you a rough statistics. So we accept both the JUPAS and SY intake. Each year we have roughly 150 students intake. As you can see that the number is increasing every year. That showcases how popular this program is. Okay, so how about the career perspective? So this table gives you an idea of the career statistics. So you see that most of our students, when they graduate, they choose to do commerce or business and also engineering industry. We have over 90% of students choosing to have their career in these two sectors, right? So, and of course, because the students are taking this multidisciplinary training during their undergraduate studies, so they can be very very competitive. They can be available. They can be competitive in all kinds of jobs, not only limited to technique and commerce. And job opportunities for CPAC graduates typically include software and also hardware technologies like IC design, which is very popular these days, and also be a developer, application developer, and also like IT consultant. We have the top-notch IT consulting firms in Hong Kong. Many of our students choose to join them. And also as a cloud engineer, as a full-stack developer, network analyst, and also hardware engineers. And our graduates find their careers in variety of the top-notch leading companies in the industry, like Amazon, Cathay Pacific, Astri, Lenovo, and etc., and also JP Morgan. All right, so to summarize, the CPAC and HKUST offers you great faculty, with great support, and we have a great alumni. And it can also give you a great career potential. So to summarize, that's actually a great program. With that, I will just stop here, and I will invite our student, Miran, who will be sharing her experience at HKUST in the CPAC program. Thank you.
So, hello everyone, I'm Miriam, and I'm a Year 4 Computer Engineering student in UST. Today I would like to share my UST journey throughout this 4 year with you guys. And to know more about me, I'm born and raised in Hong Kong, so I admitted into UST through DSE. Today I would like to get to know more about what is it like to be a student in UST and kind of demystifying some kind of stereotypes or assumptions about how is it as a computer engineering student. So let me start with asking you guys a question. What do you think is computer engineering? So I guess some of you might have the assumption like, okay, you might be wearing a plaid shirt, like wearing glasses, typing very fast, typing very loudly, or maybe some points on the slide show here. But I guess one of the most asked questions as a computer engineer student, including asked by my mother, my parents, is that do you build computers? I have to say, even when my mother asked me how can I solve my computer issue, I had to ask her to restart the computer, and it would be the easiest way, the fastest way. And I still Google on how to fix my computer bug. So what do you study if you're not building a computer? As a computer engineering student, we study both computer science course as well as some electrical engineering course. It includes some, for example, software like programming, some hardware stuff like robotics, but there are so many that we cover. So, for example, you will learn about how digital signaling works. For example, you have your mobile phone, how it communicates with another mobile phone wirelessly, and etc. And I think one of the most unique part about computer engineering program is that we got to learn a lot about different topics. And because of this nature, we got to be choosing different courses we want to study very flexibly. And you can choose whether you want to focus on software part or hardware part. And I think one of the main reasons why I choose computer engineering is that I think it is very interactive. You got to build a lot of stuff through hands-on experience. For example, we build mobile apps, we build some software that controls some robotic cars, etc. Okay, so you talk about a lot of software building stuff. That doesn't mean we need to know programming skills before we get into computer engineering. Personally, I didn't study any programming or physics course before I get into UST. And there are so many fundamentals course, even you are the same, just like me. You can study different basic knowledge so that you don't have to worry about catching up the schedule and progress of your study. And apart from learning from school course, you can also join a lot of competition. For example, I joined a hackathon during my year 1 study. I didn't have any knowledge about programming by that time, but they give us a lot of training workshops and you got to learn more about programming and how to make your own project. And I think one of the valuable part about joining this competition is that you can explore whatever you want and based on your own interests. So going to the third myth, I guess this is also one of the most curious questions of you guys. Like, okay, so UST I think is quite stressful or tension, then do you guys study 24/7? As a year 4 computer engineering student, I have to say, please do not underestimate our ability. We actually studied 48/7. No, I'm just kidding. We definitely don't study that long, and there is so many to explore as a university student in UST. So apart from learning courses at school, joining competition, you can join some kind of extracurricular activities. I've joined some examples, for example, like volunteering, mentorship program, and also some startup projects. You can build your own soft skills during this experience. At the same time, you got to learn more technical skill sets. For example, I joined a startup project as an application developer during my year 2 study, and I got to know more about how is it to be an application developer in this field, and I got to know more different university friends during this project period. Okay, so apart from studying at school, we also have some internship. I guess most of the UST students might have joined or participated in one internship throughout their 4 years of university life. I think it's good for you to really try to take up a responsibility as full-time when you're working in a company, and you learn more about how you actually work with a team of different people. You got to meet people from different university. This might be different from what you work as, for example, working on school project, because it often shows how you work good or what you did bad in the company, and I think it really teaches me a lot. And also moving on to exchange, I guess this is some of the must-do stuff for some of you guys, including me. I went to UK for 1 semester exchange last year and met so many different people. I studied computer engineering courses by that time, but it was different to kind of adapt into a different cultural environment. And you got to have more time to travel around, like traveling around Europe. And as a year 4 computer engineering student, as what Professor have mentioned, we are allowed to choose between doing a placement internship in a company or work on your research project. I've chosen the final year project as my year 4 course selection because you got to know more about some very advanced technology, and you got to follow one of the professor in the university. For my group project, I choose the topic of generative AI. I think one of the common examples is ChatGPT that some of you might be using. The reason why I choose this topic is that our group want to focus on the medical industry. Sometimes they face the problem about privacy issue that they can't really share the patient's medical data with some other institution. So we want to generate some synthetic medical image that could be shareable for training some machine learning model. And this topic was quite an advanced topic. I didn't have much knowledge about it before I really work on it, but I think it is a good opportunity for me to really learn some very advanced technology, and I believe it would be going to be a valuable experience for me overall. So up till now, I hope I really get you to understand more about what is it like as a computer engineering student in UST. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and thank you.
All right, so now it's time to ask questions. Any questions regarding the program, regarding graduation, regarding the career plan, etc.? You can ask me or ask Miran, and also our volunteers, right?
Do you have any question for me? You can ask her.
parents can also ask.
You can ask first.
May I know if there is any entrepreneurial training to the student?
Yeah, we actually have the co-op program. We have a student internship program. So students can spend like one summer in industry, in some company to be an intern. And actually we have a career center. The career center provides all kinds of support and help for the students. So we teach our students how to prepare for interview, how to prepare your CV, and when you got an offer, we can also give you a few suggestions, like multiple offers, which one would you choose? And we also have a special course called Start Me Up. So we teach our students, when you have a good idea, how can you build your own enterprise from scratch? You can do a startup, and we teach you how can you do it. So we actually have this full support for our students to build its own business career.
Thanks, first of all, thank you for the nice presentation you have, both of you. I have two questions. One is, how many students you have in computer engineering as a local students as well as overseas? What is the percentage?
Yeah, so I don't have the exact statistics at my hand, but usually we have 80% of local students in the entire university, and 20% will be international or. Okay, so right. So we have 78.1% local, plus 9.9, roughly 10% from mainland, and the remaining 12% are from international. Right?
Hi, my question is, how is the curriculum divided in electronics and computer science? And is it a flexible curriculum, like we can select the subjects, or is it a rigid one that the university provides us the subjects?
Yeah, so usually we have required courses and optional courses. So the required courses, which means that everybody has to take it. So these required courses, some of them will be offered from CSE, some of them will be offered from ECE. But for the optional courses, it is free. It's up to your choice. You can decide if you are more interested in learning computer science, you can take more computer science courses, and vice versa. You can choose to take more ECE courses as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Regarding the internships, does HKUST help the students to get internships, or the students have to do it on their own?
Well, we do not assign internship to our students, all right? So we provide support. And for example, like I have just mentioned, we help you to prepare your CV, we teach you how to do it. And we also invite companies to come to the university. We have some info session. The companies will come to university in September, in October, and also in April. They will provide career info sessions to our students. And the companies, if they have internship openings, we also invite them to put some information into our systems. So students can browse the website and know which company are looking for interns.
That means there is no company interview for internship or job whatsoever. Whether it is the job placement or the internship, HKUST does not have a campus interview.
Yeah, so you have to do the interview with the company by yourselves.
By yourselves.
Right.
Thank
so,
you.
yeah, usually it's something like that.
Thank you.
Oh, I have some add-on this. Actually, there are some, for example, career booth help in UST, and some company do come to find some student for maybe graduate program or internship program, but they might possibly fast track you if they think you are a suitable candidate. But I think usually they will take place an interview in their company instead of coming to UST. But I think probably there might be some company, if they want to find UST student, they will come here to find, they will give you some offer or some fast track opportunity. Yeah.
Sorry, my English is not very good. Hope you understand my question. And is there any requirement when a student want to choose any subject within this program in year 2 or 3 or 4? Do they require to be, let's say, top 10% will be first priority to choose any subject?
Yeah, so students will choose their major at the end of the first year. So basically, this is like the students need to apply for a particular program, need to specify their preferences. And also the programs will receive the applications, they will make a cutoff line. So typically, depending on the popularity of the program, the cutoff line might be different from year to year. But I would like to say the CPAC program is among the most popular programs in all the School of Engineering. So yeah, I cannot give you an exact number, right? So what is a cutoff line, but it's very popular, yeah.
Yeah, shipping has been a first choice, the first 2 choices, and the favorite first 2 choices at the engineering school in the past few years. Yeah.
Yeah, but another thing I want to mention is that at School of Engineering, I think over 90% of students can get into their first 2 top choices, right? So say 90% of students, if your kids can perform that well, right, within 90%, then likely you can get into the top 2 choices. Based on our past year statistics. Yeah.
So like I'm a high school student. So like besides from like the computer courses that the school provides for us and the competition that I might complete now, are there any other activities that you might suggest me like for us to prepare for the UST studies or for university studies? I mean like apart from the academic studies, like are there any activities that we can do?
I would say usually that should be enough.
So you mean like
maybe
I think actually there are many resources online, so you can maybe refer to some online videos or tutorial about some certain language, programming language, and if you already familiarized with this, then probably you can go to maybe Coursera. I think it's like a platform that provides some online courses for you to work on, and I think those knowledge might be more technical if you want to study this kind of knowledge. And I think there are quite some online courses online, and also I think there are also some maybe exchange. I mean, if you get into UST, you still want to explore some more, there are online exchange that you can join. So they also offer some courses provided by another university. Then you might experience a different kind of course content. Yeah.
Okay, so you mean like if I'm already familiar with programming and like computer science a bit, like I know the basics. So like for the preparation of university, I won't have to learn more about it because like the current stuff or like are already enough. Like,
yeah.
Is that true? Okay, thanks.
My question is to Miss Miriam. So there's many different types of engineering courses, but what motivated you to do computer engineering, and what do you find interesting about computer engineering?
I think most in the one course that I found to be interesting or that triggers me to get into computer engineering probably is software programming. I think I like to build something like mobile application. At least my interest is on software programming, so that's why I choose that. But if you ask me why don't I choose computer science or similar course, I think I can get to work on, for example, some maybe robotic stuff, and I think this is kind of that makes the content to be more to have more kind of different content included. And I think computer engineering just include more variety of content that triggers my interest.
Hi, good afternoon. I see from the brochure that computer engineering is an option should you go for dual degree program. So the question is, usually what percentage of your students go for this dual degree? And if so, both the streams run together, or it is like you finish the computer engineering first and then the 5th year is dedicated for business administration?
So the dual degree is not limited to computer engineering programs only. So actually, all our students can choose to do dual degree. And this dual degree is usually taken in parallel. It's not like you spend the first 4 years or 3 years in one program and then the other 2 years in another program. It's not something like that. So it's just like you need to fulfill the course requirements of both programs. And of course, we have some requirements. We need to have some requirements on your CGA. So if you didn't perform well from university perspective, you cannot convince us that you are capable of doing this dual programs. So this basically means within 5 years, 4 to 5 years, you need to finish all the required courses plus the credit requirements of 2 programs simultaneously. So you need to plan very well, right? And we have a very flexible dual program settings. So you can choose one program in School of Engineering, the other program in School of Business, or the other program in School of Science. You can flexibly combine the programs choices together. But whether your application will be approved depends on the programs, right? So if you didn't do well in the single program courses, then it's hard to justify the choice of dual programs or even 3 programs.
Yeah, and also for a dual degree program, usually students would take like 7 to 8 courses each semester, but for normal UST student, we usually take like 5 to 6. So you might have to study 2 to 3 more courses every semester, and that would be a relatively high workload. So we want to make sure students can able to afford this kind of workload, but at the same time, not to affect their learning outcomes. Yeah.
So I have a question on exchange programs.
There's another question.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I have a question on exchange programs. So how basic does it work? Is it like more, like what's the requirements for it basically?
You mean the requirement to go on an exchange? We usually depends on, first is your academic performance, for example, your CGA, and another part would be your interview performance. So that would be an interview before you going on an exchange. And I think you also have to make sure you have the enough credit, like you will be able to graduate before after you go on an exchange, because usually you cannot take that many courses as the one that you study in UST. So they want to make sure you can adapt into maybe like English speaking environment, and also you can take good care of yourself. This is what they usually look for during the interview. But if in terms of your academic performance, they might want you to have some kind of extracurricular activities experience, and maybe your CGA have to be above like 2.8 for, I think, most of the uni. Some might have higher standard, but mainly it would be these two parts. Yeah.
Thank you.
So like as you've mentioned, this subject is quite a like a combined subject. It contains quite a range of stuff. So my question is like approximately how much like pure computer science or engineering math in percentages is covered in this course? Like approximately what is the percentage of those subjects, or even more maybe?
Actually, for some requirement course, we will study like half for computer science, half for electrical engineering. And after that, maybe starting from year 3 to year 4, you will be able to choose your kind of elective subjects. So this is when you start to know more about specific area within the CS or electronics field, and you can choose by your own whatever field you want to. So for me personally, I choose more like computing or machine learning stuff. Then my academic would mainly focus on software development.
Thanks.
Yeah, so it's pretty flexible.
So we have to finish now. Thanks for coming.
Thanks everyone. Thanks for your time.